What's going on, everybody? We're here in the garden on a very hot afternoon here in Northern Virginia, and I just want to give you guys a quick tip on something you should be doing with your tomatoes if you haven't done it already. I've been very busy and then very lazy on top of that, so I'm a little behind, but I already got most of them done trying to clean up this bed right here. But there's something I do want to show you, just because it is really important in kind of keeping things clean and neat, but also helping with your production and getting kind of the most you can out of your plants. So if you take a look at this guy right here, you can see this is the main stem that's coming up right through here. Then you've got these branches that come out at about 90 degrees from the main stem, but then at about 45 degrees in between the branch and the main stem, you'll see there's these runners that come up. And what the runners like to do, and you can see kind of a little bit here how this one looks and then how this one looks. This is the runner, and the runner basically wants to become a new main stem. And you can see this is another runner that's coming up right there. So I'll show you these ones here. What I've done is I've gone through and for the most part tried to take out all of the runners that I see, unless they've already got some production on them. But for the most part, just focusing on the one main stem, keeping it clean all the way down through the bottom, not too many branches so there's lots of good airflow, also reducing the risks of pest and disease getting up onto the plant through contact with the soil. But then on top of that, it's focusing all of the energy into just this one main stem, as opposed to having it get super leggy and branching out all over the place with a bunch of different main stems trying to essentially produce their own batch of tomatoes. It takes a lot more energy for the plant. And so what I've found in my experience, if you just focus on that one main stem, the tomatoes that you produce will be of a much better quality, but also generally speaking, you'll actually get higher yields as opposed to if you let all of the runners kind of do their thing. But that's just kind of been my experience, and I've got a huge mix of varieties here, and so I'm kind of treating them all the same when maybe I shouldn't be. But it's just easier, keep things clean and organized to do it that way. But yeah, that's what I was gonna do with this guy right here. I like to kind of keep the bottom clean and get all these stems out of there, but then also these runners, get those out. And then I'll focus just on this one main stem and stake this up. I'm also gonna take out most of these branches that could come into contact with any of these other plants as well, because that's something we don't want necessarily either. Just more avenues for both pests and diseases to get onto the plants and between the plants. But yeah, now I'm just going to take what I did with that one, probably clean it up a little bit more just because I'm holding my phone, so it's not perfect, but clean this up and then stake it up like I have these others. Some of them are not very organized or very scientific, kind of just working with what I've got here in the backyard. But yeah, I hope that's a helpful tip to help you keep your things a little more organized. But then, as you can see here, definitely you can fit more things in a smaller space if you've got high quality plants, high quality soil, and then you also just stay on top of keeping everything organized. You can definitely have a very nice garden and very nice harvest. But yeah, that's Jake's tomato tip for the day. I'm gonna hurry up and get inside because I'm sweating buckets out here. And I'll show you guys what else I got going on once I clean all this mess up in a little bit. Peace out.